What can I say? Sometimes it's easier that way. And what can I do?
Okay, he's doing a thing. Hello!
Sup, bros?
Whatever, man.
It's us again.
Oh,
or it was us.
Keep going, just leave it.
He has to obtain the Hat of Power.
There we go.
Now I'm a different kind of douchebag.
Or the same kind of douchebag, only now wearing a fedora. Anyway. Well, we haven't done a discussion in a while. But that's fine. First things first. Beautiful Graffiti, Randy Robinson.
Yes.
The theme song.
Available on Bandcamp.
What can I say on Bandcamp?
And Brandy Robinson music on YouTube.
Yep. So there we go. Our contractual obligation fulfilled. Anyway, I just had an idea, New Year's just happened. So I was like, what should media in general, what resolutions should they have made? Now keeping with the understanding that they're actually going to be keeping resolutions. Because we know that doesn't happen.
Very quickly, does anybody want to tell their New Year's resolution?
I do. I didn't make one. Because of the aforementioned, no one ever keeps them.
The hell, you got a New Year's resolution?
No, but I gave up making them a long time ago. Too hard to keep.
It's like having dreams in life, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Did you make any, Jeremy?
No, I did not.
Oh.
I don't care to do it.
Yeah, we all kind of became jaded on the whole idea.
Well, mine was to destroy all humanity, so let's see how that turns out.
You have a year to do it.
I know. A little less now, but I'm working on it. So, New Year's resolution for media, huh?
Yeah, basically, it's basically our excuse to gripe about media.
Like, stop remaking things people know. Remember, they just recently put out another Grudge reboot.
Another one?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Basically, I think if you're going to remake something, go with the low risk route. Go with something that was so terrible you have nowhere to go but up.
Or just shit people don't remember, like Black Scorpion and Defenders of the Earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you do remake Defenders of the Earth, keep the theme song.
Please.
That was a pretty good theme song.
That was a good theme song.
I mean, if you want to remake something popular or something, then why don't you remake some old classics?
Yeah.
Like Citizen Kane or something.
Oh my god! Yes! I want to see this remake of Citizen.
Could you imagine a modern Citizen Kane?
Yeah. Just go that route. Bring it up in modern style now.
Well, I have always wondered how
from certain people.
Oh, there would be.
I have always wondered how some of the old movies would look if they were updated into today's world.
So I like these old silent horror films, like Satan at Play. I think we do need to bring back, because they were all like basically stage shows but film. We need to bring back Tumbling Satan, because in all of these like George Méliès movies, Satan like does these tumbling acts. I'm like, this is the greatest.
Check out these sweet moves, bro.
I want to see Tumbling Satan come back.
I've never seen any of his movies. Apparently I've been missing something.
They are... Most of them aren't great looking at them from a modern eye, but...
Okay, well, we got the remake argument
Yep.
done. Anybody else have some problems with...
Best I can think is, I'd like to see news media actually start covering news.
Please.
Yeah. It's like instead of like trying to make the news with your
When we talk about... Yeah. Or...
pushing your agenda.
Pushing your agenda.
Pushing the agenda mostly.
Which does lead to another argument I had with non-news media.
Uh-huh.
at this point, just take a break from trying to make a message. Having your thing have them. Just make a movie.
Yeah, or a TV show.
Actually, Jeremy's reminded me of something. This isn't necessarily as much media, but can I count YouTube in this media?
Yeah.
Bad faith criticism. Stop making your film critique videos cinema sins. Cinema sins is cinema sins. Fucking nostalgia critic, all this stuff is just bad faith criticism. You're not actually criticizing shit, and believe it or not, people take these criticisms, filmmakers take these criticisms more seriously than they should, so stop nitpicking movies. By all means, talk about flaws in movies, but stop with the childish nitpicking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the point now, if I'm on YouTube and anyone gives a bad faith review, I just downvote it because fuck these people.
Yeah. It's like, try to be helpful. Your criticism has kind of... Good criticism helps to build the product up rather than just tear it down.
And like I said, by all means, point out flaws, but don't nitpick dumb shit like complaining about a thing in the background. That's not criticism. That's wincing. You're just is childishly wincing at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why are you watching the background anyway? Shouldn't you be watching the movie?
That's just another thing. These people, it's like, I've seen Suicide Squad 47 times, 0 stars. I'm like, why are you spending so much effort on something?
Yeah,
like,
if you don't like it, why are you watching?
people who are like in the Tournament of Power,
So much.
Dragon Ball Super is the worst series ever. It's like, like 200 episodes in. That's a lot of time spent on something you hate.
I'm reminded of somebody who told me that they bought someone's book that they disagreed with and hated just so they could burn it. In trying to make a statement that the author would never notice or care about, and you still gave them money.
I was going to say, but he sure as heck lined his pockets with that.
Yeah. You gave the wrong message by buying the book.
If you wanted to do that, at least buy it secondhand.
Or steal it.
Yeah, if you were really a zealot, I suppose. But yeah. But don't go into criminal activity, people.
What I said was made in the form of satire. If you steal it and do not claim this video told you to do so, that was a disclaimer.
Yeah, please. We don't want that kind of responsibility. Then again, who watches these videos?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, it's
like 7 people.
It's a crapshoot. Sometimes a lot of people watch these discussions. Most often, not many. But whatever.
Anyway, back on topic. Anybody else have any other?
Semi back on topic. I have another gripe. Not enough people watch our videos. Like and subscribe. And give us money.
And hit that bell.
Or whatever the heck is going on now. I don't even know the bell still exists. I don't care.
And share our videos on your Facebook page. I'm just gonna totally whore out.
While we're at, maybe we should open a Patreon so people can give us money for it.
All 7 people can give us $1.
There we go.
That's like
$7.
That's like 28 gumballs.
Wow.
Yeah, 28 gumballs.
Found it. Alright, but on topic.
Yes.
Does anybody else have any New Year's resolutions that? No? I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say, just enough with the shared universe shit.
That is similar to what I had in mind. Just go ahead.
I just want a single piece of media. I thought John Wick 3 was great. I was like, and there was a part of me that really wants to see Keanu Reeves murder kill a bunch more people, but we're at 4 now. I was just kind of hoping it would be a set trilogy. Or do we all remember Universal's Dark Universe failure?
They were trying to start that, yeah.
Yeah.
But that does semi-lead into another one I had.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but right now, at least, I'm in, like, superhero burnout.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting there.
No, you know, I'm not in superhero burnout.
I'm in Marvel burnout.
I'm in Marvel burnout.
Yeah.
Because I'm
DC is making some pretty good stuff.
I am super psyched about Shazam too.
And Wonder Woman 1984.
And Wonder Woman
Oh, yeah.
1984.
Oh, yeah.
And
But that's the thing. I'm marveled out because they're very similar movies. They come out so often. DC seem to have some variant to them,
Yeah.
and they don't come out as often.
also, what's the new Harley Quinn movie?
That's supposed to be Suicide Squad 2.
No,
Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey.
Oh, okay.
I'm super psyched for that, and that's just because Renee Montoya's in it.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with Harley Quinn.
No, I hate Harley Quinn.
Even though they're pushing her name on the title and it's clearly a Harley Quinn movie, and it shouldn't be.
They can just throw her off a cliff for all I care. I hate that character.
Or at least that iteration of the character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like the original animated when she was invented.
Yeah.
But is that...
Very
I
much
think
so.
that might be the only version of Harley Quinn I actually do like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was the original.
Meh.
Yeah.
Give or take for me. I don't really care one way or the other. I
Yeah.
do like the Arkham Asylum. But then again, I like Arkham Asylum.
No, I've never played an Arkham Asylum game.
I'm specifically speaking of Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, though I can't remember her having much of an impact in Arkham City.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, how I got this one. Stop trying to push higher definition videos. Most people's eyes don't have the so they have the 4K. Most people's eyes can't see 4K. Those of you who think you can that 4K looks better, you're tricking yourselves. Your unless you've got better than 20/20 vision, your eye can't see 4K. We don't need higher quality video and to dump an extra $10 on.
What did we call it? What did we call it a few years ago, Ian? The Emperor's New Flat Screen?
Basically.
You think that it's better because you are told it's better, and actually you compare it to... Well, this was specifically TVs, but compare it, the same picture to different TVs. I barely noticed the difference.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, there is a difference between standard def and high def TV, but it wasn't enough to, like, knock me on my ass. But, like, you
certainly wasn't worth the extra several hundred.
You can't see 4K. These studios selling you 4K discs, they're just taking an extra $5 to $10 out of your pockets, and you're dumb enough to buy it, so I guess it's not necessarily their fault, but they shouldn't be just enough. We don't need higher quality video. How about higher quality writing? How does that sound?
But that requires work.
That is true. It is harder to work than it is to...
Which reminds me, can we actually have comedies that are funny for once?
No, because comedies aren't funny. We do have comedies that are funny. They're called low-budget horror movies.
I don't know.
Old classic.
I do remember the older days of comedy movies that actually were hilarious. You know, that was back when we had a lot of comic masters. But I find it hard to believe that this modern generation doesn't have anybody who could live up to that. That's the thing. It has to be someone out there.
I'm not going to go into my theory on that, because it can go down a very deep rabbit hole I don't want to go into.
But you have a very depressing theory.
I have a very depressing theory. Speaking of depressing theories, where are all the happy endings? I agree, Jeremy. Where are all the happy endings?
We covered this a little bit in the Why is Fantasy So Dark video that sadly not many people saw. But that's... Yeah.
Hey, maybe you should go back and watch it. We talked about some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, go back and watch our all of our discussions. They are awesome. Also the Let's Plays, because they're basically free discussions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are where we put our discussions. We don't have enough content for a full discussion.
Let's place it. Let's place it.
Yeah, let's place it.
let's face it, we play the games while just basically shooting the breeze and then topics come up.
Yep.
That's how that works.
All except for certain topics we wish to avoid on the channel.
Yep.
Yeah, we try to avoid. When you try to avoid politics, we often fail.
Not as often as a lot of channels.
That's true. I blame.
I blame modern society.
I blame the liberal media.
There you go.
I blame millennials and boomers and Gen X. And what are the new people called?
Zoomers, I
Zoomer?
think. Gen Z is another one.
That's stupid.
I don't remember. They're all stupid. Everyone is stupid. Hot take.
I wish everyone but me was dead. And I'm working on it as per my New Year's resolution.
Nice callback.
I'm warning you. After it happens, you're going to be lonely.
But then I'll finally have time.
Twilight Zone reference.
Yeah.
There was time now. Oh, wow.
No, you won't have to worry about that because you don't need glasses.
Not yet.
The Futurama episode was like eyes fall out of his head.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can read Braille.
Crushed by his own hubris.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got anything else, Josh? I'm trying to think.
Well, you
Well,
shot
since-
down the comedy isn't funny anymore argument.
I mean, you can by all means talk about comedies being comedies.
Yeah, I didn't really have much after you. Yeah, I didn't have anything.
So, let me think. What else could we possibly have?
Well, speaking of a dark fantasy, could media stop being so damn liberal?
That goes hand in hand with them reporting actual news.
Yeah,
Yeah.
partially. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like I said, fantasy.
I got one. Okay. When we make fantasy, there are other races that it's fantasy. You can create anything.
You can
so
make
why
up something.
why are we doing standard orc, elf, human, dwarf, maybe halfling?
Yeah.
Sometimes gnome.
I mean,
I love the Tolkien ideal. I mean, the model as much as almost anybody, but
No, most of the time gnomes are actually halflings.
yeah, but I love the Tolkien model, but we can venture away from it. You can have like anything.
and also when you're writing science fiction, you can invent planets that have more than one biome. I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be
It has-
Ice World Hoth.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
an ice world or a desert world. It's like Earth has so many biomes all on its own.
Yeah. And both fantasy and science fiction, when you create a race of people, they don't have to have identical personalities. It's like, oh, well, this entire species is a noble warrior race.
Honestly, when you feel it that way, it is actually
Kind of racist?
Yeah, it's legal racism. It's, it's weird.
Well, if you really get down to it, I'll use the word because 90% of the time it's not up, but here it is. You get these races that are coded to traditional cultures, and generally when you do...
It's basically token racism.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like,
Yeah.
no. My race of primitive, dark-skinned people wielding shields, having giant masks with big rainbow-colored feathers, they're not meant to be African at all. And you're like, maybe you should be a little more creative.
Yeah.
You're just making dark-skinned Zulu aliens. Just saying, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, human beings as a species are incredibly complicated. Why wouldn't this other species?
I know, it's almost like when you look at the human beings who, even just like a handful of miles apart, the kind of different cultures that existed. I mean,
And even if they came from the same culture, you've got dramatically different specimens of that culture.
well, I mean, an entire race of noble warriors. How exactly are they collecting food and materials if no one's a farmer or a miner?
I mean, it's clear you glorify the warriors, but there's got to be somebody.
I mean,
out
even
there.
Sparta had, like,
Yeah,
trade and things like that.
Someone has to be the farmers
Yep.
Mhm.
or whatever.
I mean, admittedly, in Sparta, a lot of them were slaves, but, you know, we could still have this as an element of the speciesism that we could, if we were clever and had any care to deal with it with a even hand, kind of look into the ideas of, you know, at what point these cultural elements were important, at what point they become outdated.
Mhm.
Or we could just put some elves and make them shoot monsters with arrows.
While acting that they're better than everybody else.
Fucking elves. Think they're better than me.
Yeah,
That's why I killed all them first. Don't see any elves around, do you?
He's got a track record, so he's going to be able to get this done, I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm out.
Yeah, I think we pretty much aired all our grievances against the media.
Yep, think so.
What up? Yep, I'm done. So I guess that's everything.
Ah, none of them ever hired me.
Oh.
That's fair.
That's a complaint.
Yeah.
Give me money. TV, I guess.
Well, there are advertisers on YouTube.
I wasn't talking about the advertiser, I was talking about TV. TV needs to give me money.
For doing nothing.
Just like most of the
It's
executives.
the American dream.
Yeah.
That is
To get money for doing nothing.
that is true.
Well, I guess that's the new American dream anyway. But who needs that hard work garbage, am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they were pushing back in his day.
Yeah.
You know, I listened to that whole mess and I'm like, okay, boomer. Yeah. Nah. Sorry about that. That's a terrible, terrible line.
That is a terrible, terrible one. You lazy millennial should be ashamed of yourself.
We're on the edge of millennials, so
Yeah.
yeah, we technically are, and I hate myself for
Here's
it.
the thing. We're on the edge of millennial and Generation X, meaning we're both entitled and disenfranchised. We have the worst of both worlds.
We're Schrodinger's age group.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We both are and are not a millennial.
Yep.
Anyway. This is how our discussions deviate into weird directions, if we allow it to roam free long enough.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a free-range chicken. It just tastes better when you cut its head off, and rip the juicy parts out of it, and then throw it in a frying pan. Preferably still alive.
Not if you've ripped the head off.
They run around for a little bit after you cut their heads off.
Them's good eating. That's all I know. Chicken's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Hot take.
The best part about
Hot take for hot wings.
the best part about lobsters is you boil them up. I've actually never eaten lobsters, and I think it's kind of cruel to eat lobster, but
Mostly because of how they prepare it.
boiled
What? Do I?
alive.
Maybe it's something I just don't understand. That's one thing I don't understand about lobster preparation. Do you lose something if you kill it first?
Yeah, I think if you kill it first, it releases some kind of enzyme that makes the meat something or other. Like if you crush it.
Plus, there's the fact I don't think anyone actually knows how to kill a lobster aside from cooking it. Because their anatomy is so mixed up.
If it releases the enzyme when it dies, what prevents it from releasing the enzyme while you're cooking it?
Because the meat's already being cooked while it's. That's what I heard a long time. I don't know
You
the
know what?
accuracy of the statement. So all you chefs out there, by all means, comment and tell me why I'm an idiot.
You know,
I mean, I'm a fucking idiot.
I don't think it's worth the effort and moral
Yeah. So like,
questioning to actually bother with these scum-sucking exoskeleton nightmares.
I'm not vegan, and I respect all you people out there who do have vegan lifestyles. but like, yeah, lobster. Killing animals for food is one thing. I also don't understand trophy hunting. Like, I murdered this animal. I'm like, are you gonna eat it? Nope. Oh well, then you just kind of a scumbag, aren't you? I mean, if you're gonna kill an animal, you should at least eat it and shit.
I'm just doing this to like feel better about myself.
With my 3-inch penis, I'm gonna have a bear head on my wall.
Or even if it's just I'm going out with my buddies to drink beer in the woods. If we happen to kill something, cool. That was our excuse. I'll hang it on the wall to prove to my wife that that's what we do. We're going out to hunt, not just get away from them and drink beer.
Well, that's what fishing is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think of all the times I've been fishing, I think I may have caught 3 things. I always threw them back because it wasn't about.
One of them wasn't a cold, was it?
My what?
A cold?
You catch a cold, and there's this joke.
I always have a cold. It's winter. I am sick perpetually all winter long. Media, fix that about me.
Yeah, it's all the media's fault.
It is.
Gonna blame the media for everything?
As far as the doctor, it's like, why do I literally have bronchitis and sinus infections when it gets cold all winter long? The best the doctors can come up with is witchcraft.
Hey,
Yeah.
all I know is they start talking about the flu on the TV, and all of a sudden I have the flu. I think it's their TV's fault.
I think you have a rare condition called hypochondria.
What is the
Rare.
What does the power source of the cells have anything to do with it?
Okay.
That's mitochondria.
I literally learned about,
I'm a mitochondriac.
I literally learned about mitochondria from Parasite Eve.
Oh.
Video games.
Mitochondria, is that what gives the Jedi their powers?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what they say.
Or
Yeah.
Lucasfilm or Disney or somebody put out a statement saying that
Lucas himself.
you can ignore that statement.
yeah, it was dumb.
Yeah, midichlorians
He
were not.
based midichlorians on mitochondria.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Force ever. I don't think the Force ever needed an explanation.
It
Not
had
really.
a perfect explanation. Magic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Space magic.
it didn't need a scientific explanation.
Let's be honest. Star Wars' relationship with hard science is adversarial at best.
There you go.
We did not need a hard science explanation for it.
Wait, what's that? It's a machine that goes ding. Well, what's it do? It goes ding.
It's like people trying to explain lightsabers through some guy. No, it's magic. It's katanas are cool. Let's make a katana made of light.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically an anime weapon.
If they told me that only Jedi could use lightsabers because the abilities with the Force contained this burning laser beam so it didn't go any farther, I'd buy it.
That's too much explanation. The explanation is this is an anime weapon. Anime is cool. Here you go, guys.
Well, yeah, but instead they gave us even more explanation.
Yeah.
I simplified it and tied it into a way that only Jedi could use it.
my explanation is katanas are cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Space katana.
that's the actual reason.
And then
It's like-
Kylo Ren's like Space Claymore.
I pulled my plots from westerns and samurai movies, so I have to have a katana.
And military movies. That's the space battle thing.
Yeah.
Man, Darth Maul. Why does he have a laser bow staff? Cause it's Ray Park.
He was a
That is-
staff fighter, so yeah.
That is the perfect explanation. I don't fucking care about the science or anything like that. You put Ray Park in your movie doing stunts, you give him a bow staff. That's what you do with Ray Park.
Yes.
Actually, he does a few other martial arts. When he was in that last season of, I think, of Heroes, he got to do some more stuff.
Well, he is a trained martial artist, but his specialty is staff fighting. That is like
Okay.
that is his specialty, which is why Darth Maul using the light staff was such a good action scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which he choreographed himself.
I believe it. I think he was a stuntman, wasn't he? He's a stuntman mostly.
He started as, well, a stuntman for martial arts movies.
Yeah.
He was a coordinator and stuff, so...
Well, that's why the John Wick movies look so good, is because the dude who directs them was a stuntman. So it was funny. I was listening to this interview with Keanu Reeves, and it's like, how do you determine what the John Wick movie is going to be? He's like, well, me and the director Chad something were like, what would be cool? I know. What if John Wick was riding a horse down the highway? Alright, we will find some way to get this scene in our movie. The movies are essentially a collection of set pieces strung together by the thinnest plot possible.
And all of a sudden, John Wick was riding that horse down an Old Town Road.
Funny thing about horse. Did you know that technically, the average horse has about 15 horsepower?
Oh, really? That's kind of funny.
That seems wildly inaccurate as a measuring stick. You think a horse should have 1 horsepower?
Yes.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
I demand they redraw the lines to now make that correct.
Or else the horses have the power of ponies.
Yeah, but
Pony power!
Pony power doesn't sound as cool as
Yeah.
Pony power sounds like a superhero spin-off of the... yeah.
I was going to say, it doesn't matter. Pony power sounds like some way of measuring friendship.
Yeah.
Our friendship has 75 pony power.
Sounds like a way of measuring a show that's going to have an extremely odd satellite audience.
Yeah.
Wow. This show has a 55 pony power audience.
What does Nielsen have to say about this?
Nothing. He's dead.
First victim?
Yep.
Callback!
And on that, we'll see you guys next time.
So long.
Stay alive unless he get,
Yeah.
Yeah, stay alive so there's something for him to kill.